I would rather have McDonald's serve burgers early in the morning than serve breakfast all day. Whenever I'm in an airport early in the morning, I never want one of those breakfast sandwiches. I want a real burger. I'm eating at McDonald's early in the morning. You think I care if it's good for me? Edit. Seems this is might be more popular than I thought. Personally, I hear more people talk about expanding breakfast hours, but I just don't understand why they would want that at all. If I can go to Denny's or IHOP and order a burger for breakfast, there's no good reason I shouldn't be able to do the same at McDonald's. Not unpopular at all. I can live without breakfast personally. In the UK, McDonald's serve burgers in the morning as well as the breakfast menu. Agreed. I remember when the all-day breakfast started and everyone was raving about it. Literally all I've ever wanted is a burger at 7 a.m. sometimes. That's why I like A&W. I want a burger, not some combination of eggs and sausage. Real burger. I get so angry when I want nuggets before 11 a.m. Good unpopular opinion. But their breakfast sandwiches are relatively much better. I can get a better burger literally anywhere. But the sausage McMuffin with egg is better than 95% of deli and diner breakfast sandwiches. A&W, Canadian version anyways, has burgers all day including during breakfast. I've never agreed with something more in my life. Especially when I worked early, had to be at work at 5:30 a.m., and by the time I'm ready for lunch it's still only 9 a.m. Macca's breakfast is the worst and I have no idea why PPL rave about it, let alone why the breakfast is now served till 11 a.m. The hash browns aren't even good. Yeah, you heard me, take that McDonald's. I can guarantee they lose out on so much business because of this. It's pretty ridiculous. Agreed. I went to a music festival with some friends that was a 6-hour drive from home. On the last day the festival ended at midnight and I, being the only sober one, drove us home. At 4 a.m. I was starving for some McNuggets and was very saddened to find they only were serving breakfast food. Denny's. Same menu 24/7, is it too much to ask for both? They stop serving burgers at 4 a.m. and I fucking hate it. Whataburger has you covered. Burger available 24/7, breakfast available 11 p to 11 a. Yes. The fact that you can't get a burger at 7 a.m. is bullshit. It's because mixing eggs with beef and chicken is a bad idea. The grills have different settings for breakfast and lunch food. Every day between breakfast and lunch changeover, it takes the grills a while to warm up enough to cook beef. We would have to change the grill and wait that 10 to 15 minutes for it to warm up or cool down every time someone wanted a burger. I know it sucks that we don't do lunch all day, but it's just not practical. It's not like with muffins or eggs when we can make them and let them sit for a while in case someone wants them. The beef has a tiny shelf life. I have the opposite opinion. I think their breakfast is the best part. I don't know a single person who eats there in the morning because of this fucking thing. They have the ingredients, why the fuck can't they serve me food that I can actually eat? It's just dumb. If there are two things I blindly hate, it is that public offices and banks always seem to be closed when I'm off work or when I go to a place and they don't serve the whole menu at a restaurant because I hate breakfast food. It's all gross. You think I care if it's good for me? And their breakfast foods aren't healthy either. If you want a real burger, I think you should be looking somewhere other than McDonald's. Word. This is why I miss Whataburger, burger at 6 a.m. No problem. You spoke my mind. Yes. I can't tell you how many times I wanted a burger and it was 10 a.m. Grrrrrrr. Same. This made me smile. Thank you. Of course I always wondered WTF, that is what we want. Agreed. Fast food breakfasts have always disgusted me. I don't eat much fast food, but I'm not one of those health freaks opposed to it. Nonetheless, I have never been to stomach fast food breakfasts from basically any chain. The eggs are processed and dry, the sausages are gross and bland, the pancakes are probs the best and even those are met. And you're right, when you're at the airport and have very limited options, I just end up going hungry. Except for those chicken biscuit things from Chick-fil-A, those are pretty damn good. I hate waiting until 11 to have a burger. I hate the breakfast options like the muffins and pancakes taste like shit. Would be so much better if they served burgers, nuggets, or food from the day menu. Ha, I agree, burgers over breakfast all day. Not been to a McDonald's in quite a long time, but yep. While I enjoy the sausage McMuffin with egg, I don't like it after breakfast time. Burgers all day has my vote. Hell yeah, finally someone who addresses some real issues here. As someone who has spent a lot of time in airports and train stations, I totally agree. I just want my fucking Big Mac at 6 a.m. Same here, so annoying when I crave a Big Mac meal but it's only breakfast. I like the honesty in the edit post. Honestly, I hate their whole breakfast menu. I get that, but McDonald's hotcakes are the fucking bomb, and I want to eat them as much as possible. McChicken's burgers. Fuck yes man, I can't stand the breakfast food. Like my palate has reconciled with eating McDonald's for lunch and dinner, but breakfast is too sacred. I'd rather trick myself by eating subpar lunch food at breakfast than eat subpar breakfast. I don't think their concern is really what's good for you. Their breakfast food is just as bad for you as their dinner food. They just want to appeal to a breakfast crowd, that's all. Having said that, I agree with you 100%. Paint it on a banner and let's match down a busy street. Yees. I'm not going to MCD for breakfast stuff. Same for a lot of places. Like Chick-fil-A for instance. I hate their breakfast menu except for the hash browns. Their biscuit is dry AF. The mini chicken things are a waste of money for nuggets on bread, and the bagel is meh. Just sell your regular stuff all day long. Michael Douglas would like a word with you. Burgers all day sounds better to me man, shrugging light skin tone. Whataburger has the best hours. Burgers all day, breakfast from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. They know what we're on about. Yes. No shit, they made the completely wrong call on that one. Not really interested in breakfast food. I work nights and when I finish I can't get what I actually want, a burger and fries. This is why I don't eat at McDonald's at all nowadays. I absolutely agree. I hate breakfast foods or the idea of only certain foods are acceptable to eat at certain times of the day. It depends. Sometimes, in the morning you already ate. Sometimes you forget. But seriously, I don't want a shitty breakfast sandwich for dinner. All menu items all the time. # me too. I work night shift a lot and sometimes I'm randomly awake at 4 a.m. and just want a fucking quarter pounder. Burgers. The cornerstone of any healthy breakfast. I've been screaming this for years. I screamed it even louder when they started this all-day breakfast. As another person commented, thank God for White Castle. I agree, 100%. Yas. I love dinner for breakfast. I feel like I'm always waiting for 10:30 to roll around for a burger. I want it for breakfast. Thank you. I may not be a big fan of McDonald's, but the new bacon barbecue burger isn't half bad and I was craving one the other day only to find out that I had to wait until 11 to get one. Ended up going to Burger King. Many years ago, back when I was in college, I'd just gotten out of a 7:30 a.m. class and had to head out to my mother's apartment, a 45-minute drive, to check on something for her while she was out of town. I figured I'd get something to eat on the way, not having had breakfast before class, so, it's like 8:30, I walk into McDonald's and try to order a burger, fries, and small Coke. Girl behind the counter says, "We don't serve hamburgers." I was like, and kind of did a slow look around, like maybe I was half asleep and wandered in the wrong place by accident. She must have seen my confusion. She elaborated, "We're still serving breakfast." Oh, okay, not in a Twilight Zone episode. I left. So, yeah. It's been more than 20 years since I've eaten in a McDonald's, but this is probably the most popular opinion I've ever seen on Reddit. Real burgers. As a McDonald's employee, I agree. Serving breakfast all day would be a pain in the ass. TBH, I only go to McDonald's for the breakfast. I don't understand this strange idea that breakfast, lunch, and dinner must have a certain different set of acceptable items to eat. I just want to consume my fucking calories, god damn it. All fast food breakfast is horrible. Even Burger King lets you order a burger during their breakfast hours. Local Burger King serves Whoppers at all hours, including breakfast. Love all-day breakfast at Macca's. As others have said, here is AUS, you can get the normal burgers anytime too. I hate having to wait for them to serve lunch. Their breakfast is dogshit. McDonald's breakfast is trash anyway. Went to Cleveland for an Indians game and all my friends wanted to do was stop at any McDonald's for all-day breakfast. We're from Canada. All the new places to eat in Michigan and Ohio, and they wanted McDonald's breakfast. I should have left them there. In an airport, it makes sense to serve everything at all times because people can be on super weird schedules. But personally, I love getting those Egg McMuffins and iced coffee when I have to work or drive late at night. Fuck that, I'd pay double for breakfast all day if I had to. You can get burgers anytime. We have pork burgers, instead of beef in the morning. Tastes good, they do in New Zealand. Started a few months ago. I've had a few burgers for breakfast. Way I better. Agree. My work schedule has me about 3 hours ahead of everyone else, working at 6 a, home by 2 p, so right around 9 a.m. I pass a McD's and crave a triple cheeseburger. I usually don't stop because I generally don't eat breakfast, even though I like breakfast food. All-day breakfast is great though. On those days I crave breakfast for dinner. This is what this sub is made for. What's wrong with you? McDonald's breakfast is up there with the Hanging Gardens of Babylon.